more as this game goes on.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
With the catch, it's Clark. On the move at the 30. They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup spotted at the 25-yard line. The Gamecocks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback making adjustments. Off the play fake on first down. Going for it all. And he will take it in. Touchdown, South Carolina.
I mean, what a great way to start this game. Getting the football in the end zone, getting it to your big play wide receiver. Nice job by this offense.
Yeah, David, it just seems like this offense came out with a sense of urgency, right? They're playing with great energy, and it seemed like everything they dialed up on that drive worked perfectly. Really nice rhythm, really nice flow, and they cap it off with a touchdown pass.
He'll bring it out. It's Marshall. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. Pulled and finds his man on the left. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. Less than a yard to go to pick up the first down. They'll run it out of the shotgun. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Yeah, you just feel like the running back's asking for redemption on that one. You know, second and short, and you're giving him the football. He can't get the first himself. Now it's third down. He's looking over on the sideline like, call it again, throw me the ball, I can go do this. It's never a good feeling for the running back in that situation.
We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Guys, let's take a step back and talk about Notre Dame. For some teams, the road into the top 25 can be a little more treacherous than for others. And once you get there, you've got to convince the rest of the country you deserve to stay.
And I think that's what's next for this squad. They've earned the right to get in the top 25. People are noticing what they're doing. Now, let's continue to build on it because they haven't proven they're a top 10 team, and they want to get to that point.
Yeah, let's stay hungry. Let's not be satisfied with the fact that we just broke into the top 25. Let's get in the top 20, top 15, top 10. Let's make the college football playoff. Don't want to get ahead of your skis here too early. It's a nice thing to be inside the top 25 now, but you want to continue to get better.
Fires to the big fella. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it.
Quarterbacks are just like anybody else. They get in rhythms. And to get in a rhythm early on third down and have a little success here and get the sticks moving, great chance to continue to get this offense moving down the field to get some more points.
They just keep firing. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete. Guys, let's talk for a minute about Notre Dame. I'm sure you guys saw what a get in recruiting. Four-star defensive linemen gave them a verbal commitment just last week.
Yeah, you can't get enough of these guys, man. And they're excited because you got to play so many defensive line. This is the guy that's going to come in, be in the rotation early and often.
Creates a little space. Got enough for the first. There he goes. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. And a huge run from the back for 6.
Man, it's nice to have a running back that can do that. That makes everything else easy on offense. Hey, hand it to that guy. He makes a big play. Yes, please.
And the extra point is no good. No good, and they're still down 1. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. We got a tight one early, and they go back on the attack, holding a 7-6 lead. Picks his way ahead, pick up a 3, and gets it to the 20-yard line.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Intercepted for the 11th time. Touchdown, Notre Dame! And they turn it into a defensive score. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick 6.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too. Now, look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back, brother.
2-point conversion attempt is on the way. Trying play action. Sweet grab in the end zone for the 2.
How about that, guys? That's basically a 15-point swing. Defense gets a pick 6, and then your offense gets the 2-point conversion. Wow.
Looks like a penalty on the kickoff as the ball goes out of bounds. Wants to throw. It's Sellers. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
This defensive coaching staff, they love their secondary, and they love the matchups they have. They believe they've got 5 guys at least back there that can cover one-on-one. You saw a great example of it there on 3rd down, forcing the incompletion.
Looking to fire. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Taking it the other way. Touchdown, Irish! And what a turn of events as this defense gets the pick 6.
Man, linebackers are so athletic nowadays in college football. They can play man on running backs and tight ends and all over the field. And how about the linebacker making the athletic interception and then showing you he could be a running back, taking it all the way back to the house for a touchdown.
And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. They'll run the screen. He's brought down at the 29 after a 10-yard gain.
Well, they pick up the first down there on the screen. I love the offensive line there, allowing the pass rush to get way up the field. They completely baited their guys, made them think that they got beaten, that they were going to get the sack, and then they sneak the running back screen right in behind them and pick up the first.
One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going, handing the ball.
Going to try to get it himself. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground.
Well, I think you're starting to see some examples of why this guy is inexperienced in a freshman quarterback, right? Obviously, he's thrown a couple picks earlier in the game. That scramble right there, he's got to get down. He's got to take care of himself and slide. Great job, nice athleticism, good decision to take off scrambling and help his offense, but you really are seeing his inexperience shine through here in this game.
Both teams made no secret they wanted to target their big play receivers, and they've done just that in the first. The first play of the period will be a second down. Push reverse. Defense just going after him. They stop him for a loss of 6.
Nice job by this defense staying home, not getting fooled. When the ball goes away from me, I don't just chase blindly across the field. They see the reverse, and I love the speed, the close, and the tackle. They get a tackle for a loss on that gadget-type play.
He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. And the Gamecocks will call on their punt team. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. Sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Here come the Irish back on offense. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. That's caught. It's Williams. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Here comes the offense on second down. Looking for a man. It's Carr. Extending the play. Rolling, throwing, looking right. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on second down. The third down's coming up.
And for a defense, it's not always about sacks, but sometimes it's about getting that quarterback off his spot where he feels very comfortable, and they get him flushed outside of the pocket. And good perimeter defense. He rolls to the right. Everybody's still covering their guy.
Turning it on. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That
lets it fly deep downfield. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. The Irish relying on the running game to give them this fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up. The quarterback would love to have that throw back, but at least he'll brag that he overthrew that dude.
my arm strength is elite. You see that? I can overthrow guys that can run like that. Yeah, that's probably not what's coming to mind, but, man, you just want to put it out there. Maybe put a little bit more air underneath it. Not a lot more when you got a guy that fast, but, man, that's probably what he wants back.
The Irish will need to move the sticks on third and long to keep this drive going. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
Really nice third down sub-defense there that time. It's third and long. They're expecting pass, and they're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback, now forcing the incompletion, setting up fourth.
Never a doubt. Right down the middle. And that lead grows even bigger.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. Trailing now by 17, David. This is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode yet. Like, I know we just gave up some points and our defense hasn't played great. I think this offense can still be who they are and stay consistent.
No doubt, lots of football to go, but you do get the feeling this is the time of game where, you know, it could get bad. If you don't score and all of a sudden they get the ball.
Breaks into the open. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
But we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground.
And he throws another interception, his third of the night. Got room on the return. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. What a play, not only the interception, but the great return for the score. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Your boy KC is all over it, fellas. Here's a final between the Vols and Tide. Alabama was able to come away with the victory, but it was not the type of dominant win we've seen over the years. Roll Tide, sure, but this one lacked any real style points. Big 12 football at its finest, gentlemen. Just when you think you have things figured out, a game like this happens.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update.
And man, nobody home on defense. We've got to understand the option starts with the quarterback. Somebody has to have that guy. The defense blows an assignment, and the quarterback takes advantage and makes the big play down the field.
Back to throw, it's Sellers. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
He's got an open man, and he's brought down after a nice gain.
QBs, when they see these zone coverages, man, some of them panic. Some of them throw it too quickly and can make bad decisions. I like how he waited a little bit, waited for the right window, the right opportunity. There's always going to be holes in zones. I just got to be a little bit patient.
Brought down after a pickup of 2 to the 19.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Whistle blows, we are at the 2-minute timeout. And man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Back to pass. Catch in the middle. It's Hankins. He stopped just short of the goal line, but they'll have it first and goal from the 1. And now a chance not only to cut into the lead, but play it just right, and maybe the other team doesn't even get a chance to answer. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
You got to wonder if that's going to be the play that changes the momentum in this game for the offense. It had been tough. They were up against it here early in the game, but the quarterback now starting to find a little bit of a rhythm. Really nice touch and throw on that touchdown. And here we go. This might be the play that gives them their confidence.
And he's coming out of the end zone. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Back to pass, it's Carr. The short hands, it's Williams.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
The Irish come to the line facing second and short. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Quickly out to the tight end. They'll mark him out of bounds at about the 29-yard line.
Man, these plays are really, really simple. Really easy to run. I like it. Just drop back as a quarterback, see the big fella, wait for him to get open, hit him, get a nice positive gain.
Use the play fake, now to throw. Got it in the middle, it's Norton. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the first down.
How about this offense? They're rolling. They got a couple first downs together. Defense, next What's your response? What do you got? You got to make some adjustments here.
He lobs one high down the left side. It's picked off. That's 18 of those this season.
Boy, and that might be the break this defense needed right before the half. You're down. You need to make a play. They can't score any more points. This one could get out of hand now. You have set your offense up right before the half to maybe close this gap.
So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. They'll run play action. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
This offense just has to find a way to find a rhythm here. They're playing at home, and they want this crowd to stay involved and be an asset in the game, but they need to start making plays. They can't keep throwing incompletions this early.
Looking downfield, it's Sellers. The sweet feet buy a little time. What a nice job by the defense stringing that out and forcing him out of bounds. He got nothing.
Yeah, that's a great job. And listen, this quarterback's had success. He's already thrown for 2 touchdowns. We got to make him feel uncomfortable. This is still early in the game. Nice job by the defense, getting a hit on the quarterback and making him think a little bit.
He fires a bullet to the right. And it's caught inside the 25. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. They'll play it safe and send out the field goal unit. He'll line it up from the right side. A 37-yarder coming up. Oh, that one will leave a mark. No good. And the deficit will stay at 3 scores.
And there just has not been a lot to write home about this year for this football team. Offensively, defensively, or even on special teams. Just not a lot of bright spots this season.
That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
31, South Carolina, 14.
Stadium buzzing, kickoff team on the field, and we are ready to get this thing started. He'll bring it out. He gets a block. Just barely able to stop him. He almost housed that baby. The nice return there. That last line of coverage is the only thing that stopped him from scoring. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Off play action on first down. Buys a little time with his feet. Rolling right and going deep. Wide open, he makes the catch. Oh, I thought he was taking that all the way, but they stop him at the 7. After that huge gain, now a chance to cash it in from just outside the 5. To the air, it's Carr. Lets it fly. Touchdown, Notre Dame! And the stomping has commenced.
And the passing game paying dividends right now for this offense. They just had a big play through the air to get him down in the situation. So let the quarterback deal. Great job reading coverage. He found his open target, accurate throw, and 2 plays through the air, and they've got 6 points on the board.
South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. They face a pretty tall mountain here, Jesse, down 24, but if they're going to climb it, this is a good time to start.
Sense of urgency's got to be big right here. You just get the feeling at this point of the game, David, they've got to score on this drive. Obviously, their defense needs to get stops, but at this point, offensively, they've got to execute much better.
They got to be super aggressive. Down 24, you're going to need 3 touchdowns, 3 two-point conversions, everything to kind of go your way. So fast and throwing the football.
Firing to the right, complete. He gets it past the 30, and they'll get him out of bounds at the 32.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
And, man, this offense just searching for some way to climb back and get back into this game. They're down by 1,000, and it's not looking good, and you can't even protect your quarterback on third down. Like, everything going the other direction.
Can you believe this? The offense is going for it on 4th down. The play action fake. He lets one fly deep. Makes the grab plenty for the first down. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45. How about that one? 4th and forever, and he just turned one loose and fired it for the first down.
Man, does that sting defensively. You get him in the perfect situation. You know they're going to pass the football. You play the ball deep, and you give up a deep pass. That is a back-breaking play.
Well, that was a weird one because I think running back screen was called, but the quarterback just saw an open receiver downfield and said to himself, hey, I got an open guy. I'm just going to take it.
He'll throw it. Takes the grab. It's Harbert. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Off play action. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
If they don't pick up this 3rd down, let's see if they trust their field goal kicker after the miss on the last drive. To the air. It's Sellers. Fires to the wideout. A strike downfield. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the 1st down.
He wants to throw it. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Wants to go up top. Hauls it in. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
Nice job by the defense forcing the 3rd and goal. You can't allow any run after catch in these situations. Play aggressive, play tight, and play physical.
It's 3rd and goal and a long way from the end zone. Off the play fake. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
All right, interesting decision for you now. How confident are you in your offense? You got a big 4th down. It is early in the game. Do you feel like your guys can go out and generate a touchdown, or do you want to play it safe and kick the field goal?
Facing this double-digit deficit here in the 2nd half, almost a no-brainer to go for it on 4th down. Snapped it in the shotgun. Unleashes to the end zone. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. The decision to go for it does not pan out. Hands it off. Finds a little bit of space, gets 3 near the 22. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. 1 more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Off the bootleg, wants to toss it. Finds space on the right.
Such a tough spot to be in on defense because you're trailing, you're expecting the offense to run the football. They just did it on the last play, and then on a critical 3rd down, they go play action, and they throw it over your head. You got to feel for this defense.
Takes the handoff. It's Marshall. Makes a man miss. Got enough for the 1st down. Lots of running room. Touchdown, Irish. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns in the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. That fourth down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on fourth down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. And the defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before, so you got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute with some points on the board.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front seven has dominated this entire game.
Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. They'll run for it. He's not going to get there. Stop short on fourth down.
I like it. This defense plays aggressive on fourth and short, and they are rewarded. Figured they would run the football. They did. Nice job getting some penetration and stopping that fourth down play.
Snap to the back. The Wildcat created an alley, picked up a few. Still some work to do for the first down.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
It'll be a run on third and short. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
Splits the uprights. Good. And that'll add 3 more to a lead that is already way out of hand.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, fourth quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we're looking pretty good.
South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. We'll see if that failed fourth down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And, Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that first down. You could see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup.
And I love this because you got second and really, really long. And what's the idea of the offensive coordinator? Get third and manageable. Nice job getting the run. Not only a positive run, shoot, you almost got the first down. Now you're set up for good success on third down.
The Gamecocks are at the line looking to convert on third and short. Bully ball on third and short. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37.
And I just love when guys know exactly where the sticks are. You could tell ran with purpose, finished through the sticks, and got just enough for the first down.
And a nice job up front, too, right? Good communication. Everybody knew where they had to go, hat on a hat, work the double teams, and get some push.
And I tell you what, no secret on this drive. This offense, they're not trying to maintain balance. They're trying to line up and just got you right in the eyes. 4 straight runs, get the first down, and really starting to play physical.
And the quarterback takes a knee.
Well, that last play is basically a microcosm of what today has been like for this offense. Just nothing happening. Not physical enough at the point of attack. They're being swarmed. They haven't had the balance necessary to win this game, and that's why they find themselves trailing late.
They get the W, and with that being win number 6, looks as if they're going